guy is the final performer from the stand-up class. He's also filming everybody for tonight so they can have a copy of their set. Would you please give a nice warm welcome to Mike Hammond.
Oh my God, this is wicked awkward. I have never ever had the desire to be a stand-up comic, and here I am. And you're all making fun of my Boston accent. Which I don't actually have, because it took me years and years to work on it, but I finally almost got rid of my Boston accent. But it's not my fault. I mean, my mom raised me, of course, and she has the worst Boston accent I've ever heard in my entire life. I could not leave the house as a child without her saying, "Shut the door when you live in a barn." My dad wasn't any better. He would say things like, I'd get in trouble, and he would say, "Well, that's par for the course." He loved all those old-time expressions. His favorite was, 6 of one, 1 of the other. I'd be like, "Dad, you know that expression is 6 of one, half dozen of another?" And he would say, "Did you know what I was talking about?" Then shut up. But I worry, I don't want to be learning these expressions incorrectly. I'd be really embarrassed if I used them in the wrong way, so. But it's not my dad's fault, I mean, he grew up in Roxbury, he didn't have the greatest childhood. I mean, between you and I, didn't exactly grow up with a silver spoon in his But speaking of crappy parts of Boston, did you hear about that tornado in Revere? The best part was the news coverage. They had this cell phone video that they kept showing over and over again. It went something like this. "Oh my God! What is that? Darlene, get over here! It's a twister coming up Ocean Avenue!" Do you know they're still cleaning up the mess? Bags and bags of press-on nails and hair extensions. Seriously, you should probably really try to, if you have a Boston accent, you should probably try to get rid of it. It's a dead giveaway, especially if you travel. My mom was on vacation in South Carolina and she went into a restaurant. The waitress knew, she said one word, the waitress knew she was from Boston. That one word was, "Hi." "Hi." And the waitress said, "Oh, honey, you're from Boston." My mom said, "Oh my God, is it that obvious?" It's very problematic in an emergency. When my mom calls 911, they have to call in a translator from Selfie. 911, what's the matter? "Oh my God, I'm having wicked bad chest pains." "Oh, really? You got a bum ticker?" "No, I think I'm having a heart attack." "Oh, what'd you have for lunch?" Nothing weird, just, 2 Whoppers, baby fries, a large tonic, the usual." He says, "Oh, maybe it's just gas. Let out a couple of farts, I bet you'll feel better." If that doesn't work, I'll come right over there with a defibrillator. Speaking of Selfie, how in the world did Whitey Bulger hide out in Santa Monica, California all those years? How? He walks into a restaurant and he's like, "What's the soup of the day? You got some clam chowder?" "Some New England clam chowder, that's the best." "Well, just, take my order, I'm starving, I haven't eaten anything since breakfast. All I had was some regular coffee and a crawler." "What about the first time the ground shook from an earthquake?" "Oh my God, did you feel that? It was like a 7.5 on the Richter." And then what about when he wants to voice his frustration with a certain movie that came out? "Did you see The Departed?" Matt Damon, Marky Mark, what is wrong with those guys? They should know better. They made us sound frickin' retarded. And you can't tell me that nobody heard Whitey walk into a bar and say, "Yeah, give me a couple of beers, some Budweisers." Give somebody with a Boston accent some alcohol, all bets are off. It goes a little something like this. "So I'm going to a concert over at the Garden, and I wanted to, sneak a little something in, so I stopped at the package, stuck some nips in my sock. I'm going to spike my drinks later, those $15 Pepsis. Oh, I can't wait." So I'm driving in my car, listening to my jams, B-52s, Rocks, Lockstock. Dirty water, the standout. Gary Glitter. Hey! All of a sudden, I see a parking spot with no meter. It's like Christmas morning. I bang Yui all over the spot. Oh my god. All of a sudden, Christmas Day is ruined. I see flashing blue lights in my rearview mirror. It's a Steve. He's pulling me over. He walks up to the car. Do you know why I'm pulling you over? I'm like, I'm not a freaking mind reader. Will you just tell me? No, let me guess. Was it going 80 to 20? No. Banging an illegal Yui? Driving under the influence? Just kidding. So he says, no, I just want to know where you got those cool sunglasses. I said, these? Got these at the dollar bin at Target. Maybe it was Walmart. He's like, well, anyway, I'd be picking myself up a sweet pair of those shades. You have a good night. Enjoy the concert. And then he just walked away, hopped in his car, and drove off. Thank you.